style to step to. I know it's been a couple of weeks since I crept through. Time's up. Sorry, I slept you. I start to think, and then my mind's thoughts start to sink in the paper like I was ink. All right, y'all. The right woman or man, misunderstanding, and why relationships fail or succeed. We're just going to talk about fail. All right. Some people will say, put effort. You know, this is true. Some people will say you neglected a person, or there's a lot of different reasons why people say relationships fail, right? And they're right. Or there's a lot of reasons why they work, right? But this is what everybody's overlooking. The main ingredient. So if I'm trying to make, I don't know, some fucking cookies or something, right? Even though broccoli's good, right, for its purpose, I shouldn't put broccoli in cookies. Of course, well, you can put salt on it, but, you know, we're not going to go there like that. Okay, let's say this. Gas has a purpose to make your car run, right? Sugar has a purpose too, right? So what if I put sugar in my gas tank? It's not gonna work, right? Doesn't mean that sugar is less valuable, even though sugar is some bullshit. You know what I mean? But let's just hypothetically say sugar is not bad for you. It doesn't mean that sugar is less valuable than the gas that you put in your car. It just means that the gas has a purpose for your car. So in other words, somebody you talked to or was talking to and it didn't work, right? Somebody you was talking to or didn't talk, or you was talking to, it might not have worked with you, right? But it might work with the next person, because they might work better with that next person. That person might be able to tolerate their bullshit a little bit more than you was, right? Or that person might bring a little bit more out of them that makes them want to try harder. Or there's so many different variables to this. The moral is this: the right person isn't necessarily just okay, I want a woman with this ass, I want a woman this size and this and this. This is what people do. They'll say, I want a man or a woman that got this, that got that, that got money, that got this. All right. So say you want a man that makes 6 figures. He drives a Benz and all this. You want blah blah blah. Let's just stick with that for a second. All right. Now say there's a man that doesn't make that much as the guy with the Benz, but the guy with the Benz, right? Maybe he cheats. Maybe he wants different women. Maybe he just doesn't match with your energy, so y'all argue all the time, versus the guy who still makes good money, but you guys get along a lot better. He doesn't cheat and things like that. He works better with you, because every relationship is going to go through some shit. That's what people don't get. They still stuck in this fairy tale that you're going to get a relationship that's not going to go through anything, and then they want to run off with other people and cheat and all this other shit. And guess what? You're going to get with them and they're going to do the same shit. You're going to get with the next person, and I ain't going to say they're going to do the same shit, but you're still going to face adversity in the relationship. There ain't no way around it. People think they're going to get this perfect relationship. You're not going to get it. But you don't need a perfect relationship. And when you understand that you're not going to get one, it actually helps you appreciate people who you're with, a person that you're with. So you're not so quick to, I want to sleep with this one and this one. Or I'm not happy in this and this, because you know that relationships aren't perfect and you know people aren't perfect. So you kind of accept the good with the bad. You take the pros and the cons. But if you're looking for this perfect relationship, Soon as shit happens, something don't go your way, you're gonna look for more. You're gonna look for somebody else, but you're not gonna find it. It's the 80-20 rule I keep talking about. Anyways, wanting a guy or girl, you know, who got money, who got this look and that and this and that, everything you like, that's fine. But guess what? Still has to be from the right person. Because if it's not from the right person, meaning a person that can get along with you and you can get along with them, meaning you can handle each other when you go through adversity, arguing, blah, 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 they still appreciate you and all this, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work, man. What good is it to have a perfect person that you want, like you like the person, like they're the ideal person you want, but they can't handle your flaws. They don't appreciate you when the flaws happen or whatever. They quick to jump ship or whatever. What good is it? It doesn't matter. It's not gonna matter. You see what I'm saying? So again, like I said, man, everybody has, so you might say your ex, you might say an ex is worthless to you. You might say they're nothing, but they get with another person and they might work perfectly with that person. See, it ain't always about, you know, how much money somebody got, what they look like and all that. And I hate to sound like a broken record. I'm not saying that you can't get with somebody who you value money in a woman or man, fine. You value looks in a woman or man, fine. You value sex or whatever the fuck you value in a woman or man, fine. But guess what? It still has to be the right woman or man, or the relationship you get in and with ain't gonna work. Y'all still have to you still have to be with somebody who appreciates you. You still have to be with somebody who can tolerate you and your bullshit, because nobody's perfect, right? Everybody got some bullshit. Might not be a lot, but everybody got some. So can that person tolerate that? Do they know how to maneuver around that? Do they know how to, you know what I mean, like, accept the flaws? Do y'all get along right? Do you work as a team? Somebody else might work better, like Scottie Pippen and Jordan. You could put Jordan with another guy, it might not have worked as good as it did with Scottie Pippen. That's just the fucking truth. Karl Malone and John Stockton. You could put Jordan with Stockton and Pippen with Malone, and it wouldn't work the same. You could take certain trainers in boxing that trains a boxer, right? Boxer wasn't that good. Lennox Lewis, he was all right. Then he got with Stewart, made him better. You see what I'm saying? Same Lennox Lewis, it's the same guy. But nobody's looking at that, man. Everybody's looking at, you got the money, what you look like, and they look at that shit is important too. But it's got to be from the right person, dog. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. That's why I say looks don't matter. When I say looks don't matter, I'm not saying that they don't matter in the sense of, you know, I don't give a fuck what she look like. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, just because a woman looks good don't mean shit. Because that woman could be a liar. She could be a cheater. She could be a attention whore. She might not even appreciate men like that. She might not appreciate things you do. This is why some men or women can give a person the whole world and they still get cheated on and shit like that. Why? You ask yourself, why? Why did I give this person the whole entire world, right? Like literally, there's some women or men who are pretty much almost innocent as it can get. Nobody's perfect. But they very damn near innocent, right? And they done everything for their ex, right? And the ex still cheated or lied or whatever. You say, why? I thought it was about, ain't that the right person? Ain't the right person somebody that cares about somebody and overlooks their flaws and does everything for them they possibly can? That's the right person, right? So why the fuck didn't it work with that person and the person they's with? Could be a number of reasons why. But again, it still goes back to the right person. Did they appreciate the person doing that? Was they able to fight off the temptation? Or did they fall for temptation once the relationship was going through something? Oh, I'm tired of this shit. Fuck it. I'm about to just talk to somebody else. See, the right person is going to be there when you down. Or even when they feel like sometimes they might want to see somebody else. They still loyal to you. Like, you know what? Nah, we've been through too much of shit. I'm gonna work it out with him or her. I'm gonna stay with them, man. They ain't perfect. I forgive them. I know they not perfect. Right? So you can't tell me looks, money, and all them things is just going to persuade a person to think like that. They have to have that in their mindset. Right? So you could be the right person, but if you're not with the right person, it's basically for naught. It's basically for naught, yo. It's so many different levels to how you know who the right person is. You really don't. All you can go by is what you feel like, what you like, and what you feel like who's worth it, and then look at the characteristics in the person. That's about all you could do. Because at the end of the day, they could switch up on you. I just gave you an example of how times get hard and then somebody wants to jump ship to somebody else. They could have been that right person for that time frame, that first couple of years or whatever, and then they switch up on you. So it's really not in your control. All you could do is pick the person that you think is the one that you like the most, right? Worth the risk. And take the risk. That's all you could do, really. But if you're wise, you're going to look at their characteristics and how they act too, not just because you want them. For example, I could run a supermodel, but if her mind is, I'm just about getting money. I don't care about men. It's all about me. I don't do nothing for no man. No, I won't even text a man. That's a man's job to text a woman. I'll never text a man. All this, it don't matter if she's a model. What good is it? Nothing. See, just because I want that model don't mean I should want it. You see what I'm saying? You can have a woman who looks just as good as a model. She might not be a model, but have everything, you know? But guess what? A lot of men, they're going to go for that model, right? But that's not and he could be the right guy. He could be the right guy, right? But to that model, she might not appreciate him or whatever because she thinks another guy's the right guy or whatever. So a lot of it is your perception too. What do you think a right guy is? But again, Jordan and Pippen. If you take Jordan and put him with Stockton and take Pippen and put him with Malone, they're still Pippen and Jordan, but they probably wouldn't work as good as they became as together. And that's the thing. It has to be the right person, man. It's a team thing. It has to be the right person. Both of y'all can be good husband and wife material and still not work together as a team. It might be certain shit you don't like that he doing or she doing. That doesn't mean that they can't be wife material or husband material, just not for you. That's a good saying. You're not for me. You're a good person, but you're not for me. That happens a lot. And then you can have two people who think you are for me. I don't care I don't give a fuck. You are. I refuse to believe that you're not for me. But they don't work together good. They can really like each other genuinely and all that, but they always end up fighting and shit like this because of who they are. It don't match together. They don't see eye to eye and a lot of other shit. So it's not always, well, the ex is a bad person or this ex is a bad person. Sometimes people actually genuinely really do like each other and really want to be with each other, right? But it just doesn't work because they don't work good together. They don't fit good together. Just by who they are, it just doesn't work. For example, maybe Courtney or Haley, right? Let's say something they did. Let's just say certain things they did with their exes bothered their ex. He couldn't take it no more. He left. But with me, let's say it didn't bother me that much. So if we don't break up because it don't bother me. Same Courtney and Haley doing the same shit, but it doesn't bother me as much as it bothered him. See what I'm saying? So therefore, by default, they are not for that guy. Or it could be vice versa. It could be vice versa. It could be one of their exes, and the shit he was doing, they like, I'm good, I can't fuck with it. And the next woman might be okay with it. And they might work just because of that. Just because, you know, that's why some people be like, man, why is such and such with, oh, dude, he don't even work or nothing. It might work for her. You get what I'm saying? Just like some people say all women should work, blah, not necessarily. Some men don't want their woman to work. People are like, you're stupid, man. She don't got a job or nothing. That might be what he wants. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is. It's what the two people want. Period, point blank. And if both people are agreeing with what they want, and not just agreeing, because I just explained you could still want each other and not work, because personally as people you don't just match together, you don't get along right? So not just it's what they have to be what you want, like you're okay with, like I don't care if she's not a model and this, I don't care about her weight, this much, whatever. You know what I mean? Not only this, that you have to get along as people too, like, because she's going to have flaws, and if those flaws are too overbearing, I'm not going to be happy. I'm going to have flaws. If those flaws are too overbearing, she's not going to be happy. Then you got to throw in the appreciation factor, because sometimes people say they're not happy with somebody, but it's really them not appreciating the person. It ain't even, well, he works too many hours or something. Or another woman might love that to death. Oh, he doesn't smoke weed or drink. I want a street guy. I need somebody to smoke weed all the time with. Another girl might be like, shit, that's perfect. Then the guy that don't smoke and the girl might smoke, that might be a problem. She might be saying, I'll buy me some weed all the time. He might not want to do that because he don't want to smoke. He might feel like, I don't even want you to smoke. I want you to put that money with your kid for their college fund or something. Next guy might be okay with it. So that's what you're dealing with. But as people, what do most, I'm gonna say we, so I don't feel like I'm just talking about people and not including me, because it applies to anybody. What do we look for? You go for looks and money and all that other shit. You don't look at all these other factors too, though. What good is the looks and the money and all that if it's not with a person that's gonna match right with you? It don't even matter, because it's not gonna fucking work. Period, point blank. It's not gonna work. That's why you really got to get to know each other and see how they think and how they feel and all those other things. It matters, man. It just matters. There's more to it than just looks. You know what I mean? So say you want a black dude, right? Say you a different race and you want a black dude, but this white dude is perfectly matched. And you're not going to take that chance because you want a black dude. And there might not be one black dude on the face of the earth that's perfectly matched to you as good as that white dude. Well, I guess you just ain't going to find the love of your life. You're just going to be in a situation where it's just not going to work. It is what it is, though. You know what I mean? That's why it's so important for people to check the shit they like in a woman or man and ask themselves, does this really fucking matter? Does it really matter if she doesn't look like a fucking Barbie doll or not? Not really. Because once I really like that woman, she's going to be a Barbie doll. Because I'm going to like her for her. She's going to become perfect. She's going to be better looking than the model because she's perfect for me. That model, you just looking at something. You don't even know who this woman is. You see what I'm saying? But you can't tell people this shit, man. Oh, well, he's not 6'3". He's only 6'1". I'm turned off. He doesn't have tattoos on his body. I'm turned off. And the dude might be perfect, man. But you can't tell people this. And this is why they're like hamsters in a fucking wheel. They don't know what to pick. You know what I mean? Only way to avoid that shit, man, is to be fair with people, man. When you looking for somebody, be fair. Or if you're with somebody, be fair. Don't fucking cut them off or run away because of one thing. Like, oh, there's got to be something better. Look at such and such and this and this. Look what his girlfriend got from him. You don't know what's going on behind them doors, man. Dude could have cheated on her or anything. You never know what he did. And that's why he bought her this or this. But you don't see that. You just see on social media, you know, damn, look what such and such did. You don't even know. You just don't. And even if it is true, even if it's legit, such and such did this nice thing for his girl or whatever, that don't mean you would be happy with that guy. That don't mean that girl's happy with that guy. Who knows? Can't look at other people's plates. Got to focus on your plate. Why am I making a video on Saturday and probably about to go in this gym instead of going out? Because I decided to start working 6 days, so I'm just going to take a break this day. That's why I'm doing it. Just to let y'all know. It's kind of like back and forth. I kind of want to go to the Bengals practice camp open to the public, but I can't get the ticket. I don't know how to get it, so it is what it is. Fuck it, man. It ain't meant to be. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I'm going to be happy regardless. But I'm telling y'all, man, shit got to work. It's got to work right, man. It's got to be right, man, because if it's not right, it don't matter what you got. You know what I mean? I could have the best car in the world, right? But if I don't have the tools, you know, say money, tools, let's just use money as an example. If I don't have the tools to maintain that car, right? What the fuck good is it? It's going to, eventually it's going to fuck up. It's not going to be a good position for me. Same thing with relationships. You got to know, you ever heard people say you got to learn a person and know how to work with that person? That's true. It's true, man. That's just, and another thing while I'm on that, that's why sometimes, you know, from a man's standpoint, such and such, be like, man, she's got, let's just say, hypothetically say, especially when I was younger, like a teenager, such and such, she got good sex or good head. Me? Nah, no, she don't. It's the same girl though. So how come he thinks this, but I don't? Or vice versa. I think she does, but he doesn't. Or he might think she's fine and I don't, or vice versa. Why is that? See what I'm saying? It's so many variables to this. Everybody's different. That's why it has to be the perfect. I ain't gonna say perfect person for you. When it's perfect person, that means for you. It has to be the right person for you. And that perfect person shit, that's another thing that people love to get lost in. They're looking for a perfect person, not realizing the perfect person actually has flaws. The perfect person is actually going to have flaws, man. Get over it. Get over this perfect, person that doesn't have flaws. Nah. Are they perfect for you? Ask yourself, do them flaws really bother you? Are those flaws worth leaving? Are those cons worth leaving all the pros? Because I'm telling you right now, you're going to leave for another guy or girl who looks perfect at the beginning, and it's going to be perfect at first. But then you're going to start to see their flaws, and they might have a lot more flaws, or should I say cons, than the person you left for, or whatever the fuck. Should have just stayed right where you was at. That's why it's so important to appreciate. If both people appreciate each other and they want each other, I don't see it not working. You know, unless they just don't get along. Like I said earlier, like the shit they do always causes conflict. Like, she smoking weed in my face knowing I can't breathe and shit. I don't smoke weed. That could cause arguments every fucking time. Or she's speeding and you tell her, hey man, I don't like you speeding like that. I don't want you to get hurt or speeding tickets. You know, you gotta keep your license for the kids so you can still have a job to go to. Shit like that. She say, fuck you, let me live my life and shit like that. Things like this. It's just little shit, man, that could be avoided, and it would be avoided with the right woman or man, vice versa. But with the wrong ones, shit like that don't get avoided. Or temptation. Everybody's going to face temptation. Everybody's going to be attracted to other people other than the person they're with. But how many people are going to act on it? See what I'm saying? Shit like this. How many people mad? Oh man, I give up on my relationship. Let me go fuck somebody else and talk. You know what I mean? Shit like this. It is what it is, man. That's all I'm telling y'all, man. It's so important. It's going to take this is why I think if I was y'all, I would search for people who are more sober. I ain't going to say they got to be sober, but I would try to avoid people who are always drinking all the time or always smoking all the time. You know what I mean? I hate to say that because I don't want to sound like that makes a person, off in the mind. But sometimes it does. Certain people, not everybody, but a lot of people. Some women be like, man, I love dude, but every time he drinks, he's somebody else and all this shit. See what I'm saying? Shit like this, and it could cause that woman to leave that guy alone. Whole different person when he hits that bottle. Or it could be a woman smoking or something. Can't you just not smoke right now until you get your life together? And so you can provide for your kid. Then if you want to smoke again, do it or something. You know what I mean? She might not agree. She might say, fuck that. I don't care what you're saying. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So many different things. But I'm not going to keep beating a dead horse, y'all, man. The right person has to be somebody that they flaws don't bother you. They gonna have them. They gonna have them, but do they bother you to the point that you're not happy or you're sacrificing your happiness? And then the shit they asking from you, does it feel like you're sacrificing your happiness? AKA, if a woman smokes weed and she always wants me to pay for her weed, that would be a problem to me. Not always, but I would hope a woman who smokes weed has her own money to get her own weed, because if you can't afford to smoke weed, then you can't afford, if you can afford to smoke weed, you shouldn't be struggling. No excuse. Like, if you can afford to buy weed, you shouldn't be struggling in life. If you are struggling in life, then that means you shouldn't be smoking weed. That's just fact. Most might not agree with that, but hey, I mean, you can't really dispute that. If I'm struggling in life, I got kids and shit, why am I smoking weed? Being honest. I know you're going to say, well, because you're stressed out and all that, but yes, but do you want to get up out of this struggle, right? Like a guy, he don't got a job or nothing, but he want to still play PlayStation and sit around and drink and smoke all day. You cannot tell me that that's not a problem. Now, if he had his life together and it didn't bother, he still was doing his thing, and that's different. Because he's still handling his business. It's not affecting him as a person or the relationship or the kid's life. He's still handling his business. It's different. That's a whole different story, right? Shit, this rabbit hole deep as fuck, y'all, but yeah, I think I'm gonna leave this shit alone. I might make another one later, because I don't want to keep saying the same shit. Y'all know I do these lies off the head, you know, so I'll probably come back, who knows when, but I'll be back soon, and I won't be, yeah, I'll be back soon, y'all. Nothing we could do about it, man. The right person, it has to fit like a puzzle, but do not confuse the right person fit like a puzzle with a perfect person. Don't confuse that, man. Like I said, man, everybody has flaws. Like every relation, I don't smoke weed no more. So I really don't like the fact that a woman smokes it, but it doesn't bother me. Like every relationship I had, a woman smoked. It doesn't bother me. But when you start to make me have to pay for your habit, that's a problem. Not all the time. You know, I might be like, hey, here's this, go buy an ounce or something. But all the time, that's a problem. Because you shouldn't even be smoking it if you got to come to me to buy it. Especially if you know, this is why it's another problem. I'm just giving y'all an example of one thing. We say this guy, you smoke weed, right? Say the guy you're with, he changed his whole entire life because he finally was able to quit smoking weed. Now you're making him buy that same thing that he quit and got away from that changed his life. That'd be like a crackhead, right? Who quit smoking crack, right? But I still smoke crack, but I'm going to make you pay for my habit. Even though you quit that habit and it changed your life, I would respect you. Like, nah, you did good. Don't smoke. I wouldn't even put it in your face. You know how some friends know you trying to quit smoking or drinking or quit doing this and this, and they still put it there? They're not real friends. Real friends like, nah, man, you're doing good. Don't quit. Or don't go back. Or a dude got a wife at home. Man, we about to go talk with these girls, man. Go ahead and go to your wife. He's not going to be like, come on, get some girls, dog. Come on, man. Real friend wouldn't do that. This is what I mean. Like, you know, the right person is going to respect you. They're not going to want to see you. They want to see the best. They want you to be the best you can be. They're not going to bring you down. Even if it's something I'm doing at the point that I know could possibly bring you down or is bringing me down, why would I want you to participate? If anything, I would be looking at you as an example to try to get away from this and overcome this more than anything. And I definitely would not put that problem on you. Or, you know, I'm going to go buy some Jordans and then I'm going to ask my girlfriend to pay the rent. I ain't got the money for the rent. I bought the Jordans. So I'm going to put this on you, you know, go work some overtime or something. It's just bullshit. That's going to make a woman not happy. Maybe not every woman, but most, right? Some guys can get away with that. And that's why some guys are with that woman that they're with, and that relationship might work. But if he was with a woman who's not with that, it wouldn't work. So some of y'all right now, you have an ex, you be like, well, why, how's it working with such and such? But he treated me like shit and all this. Because he's probably still treating that woman like shit too. It's just that woman's willing to put up with it for whatever reason. It works for her for whatever reason. And it didn't work for you. So don't be deceived and think, oh, it's just me, I'm just a horrible person and this, nah. Or why does he take care of them kids but not my kids and this and that? Ain't no telling. But don't take it to heart. You know what I mean? Don't take it to heart. No excuse for that. Like, you take, all kids are your kids. Even if they not your kids. If you were a woman, they're your kids. Or you should at least treat them that way. So there's no excuse for a dude that has biological kids. I'm going to just treat these ones good, but not these ones because of something with the mom. That's not cool, man. But it's whatever, man. It happens every day. You know what I mean? Because he gets along better with that woman and it works better with that woman. Or maybe that woman allows him to basically make her a doormat more than you would, you know? I'll give y'all another example, then I'll probably leave it alone. It's a lot, like as a man, when you look at the dating scene, I see a lot of men who are doing a lot of things for women that they did not earn. And when I say earn, I'm not saying a woman got to fucking be this fucking slave and earn. No, that's not what I mean. What I really mean is, don't treat a woman like a wife that is not going to be your wife. If she's not doing something back to show that she wants to be with you, why are you doing this? But guess what? Men are going to do it. Now I got two choices. Either I can just say, fuck it, I'm not doing it, and probably lose out on a whole lot of females. It is what it is. Or I can just go ahead and do what they're doing and probably get burned anyway. You're going to lose the women anyway, because they are. Because they're not requiring respect from those women. You know, as soon as they meet the woman, I'm giving you $500. Why? I don't know who you are. I don't know if you like me or not. It's just the truth. I got more than five. I mean, when a man's intentions are for you that are real, he got way more, and he got way more in store than $500. He just wants to make sure you're real. Then he's going to do all these things. When somebody automatically, here's this and this, watch out for that, because they don't even know who you are. Their intentions is they're just giving to get something. Versus, I want to give her things, but I can't yet because I got to make sure that she's not just giving or trying to get. His intentions are more authentic. But guess who's going to get punished the most? The guy who stands on his principles. A lot of women are going to look at that. I don't want to date him. I'm going to go over here to him. And then they hang themselves. And then they wonder why the man took the mask off. Who's this guy? He was faking the whole time. Ask yourself, if somebody's being real, you really think they're going to give you a stranger $500 or whatever? Ask yourself that. Or come out here and I'll fly you out here. Who does that? Who does that? Ask yourself. And you should ask yourself this. If he's willing to fly me out here and he doesn't even know who I am, a requirement, that means he doesn't require other women to do it. Think about it. So that means he probably does that with whoever. But if you're with that, hey, a lot of women are with that. They don't care, right? But if I was you, I would. Just like a man, like, damn, how many other men she asked for money all that quick? She don't even know who I am. And this and this. It starts to make you think, like, yeah, I don't know about that. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, ain't no fucking way. Flying no fucking woman out. I don't even know who you are. Yeah, I'm out of here, man. Y'all have a good one, man. I don't know what y'all doing, but I wish I could have went to that fucking bingo shit, but I couldn't. It is what it is, y'all, man. Yeah, I'm done talking, man. Gotta get up in here, man. The right one. I don't know what to say about it, man. Just know that the right one for you might not be right for the next person or whatever, vice versa. So that's the most important thing, you know. I think people get so tied up on who a person is, and by default they're either right or wrong. Like, it's a good person or a bad person. Not necessarily. This is why I tell people all the time, there's really no such thing as good or bad women. Everybody has good and bad sides to them. It's just a choice, really. So in other words, if you're dealing with a man who's acting funny or acting like he don't care and all that, he's doing that by choice. Remember that. Because if he was with a woman he really wanted, he would act right for her. So there's no excuse for cheating. There's no excuse for lying and all that. These are all choices. You put that guy with the right motherfucker, it's going to be different. And while I'm on that $500 thing, let's say I'm a woman's celebrity crush. She probably be like, nah, I'm good. I don't need that $500. I just want to kick it with you. Versus, a woman who's out to get what she wants, or looks at you as some beta male or something, she's going to take that. See what I'm saying? That's why I tell men about all this special treatment for women you don't even know if they like you or not. That's not required from a woman who really likes you. She wants to get to know you more than anything. Of course, she wants a guy that got this or this or this. But all these magic tricks you're doing, all you're doing is attracting women who probably don't even fuck with you like that. So what's the point? If a woman really fucks with me like that, or wants to try to fuck with me like that, I don't gotta do all this shit. All I gotta do is what she's doing. She's doing this much, I'm doing this much. I don't gotta do all that extra. She's not gonna discard me because I didn't give her $500 and the next man will. What men don't realize is that same woman that will take $500 from you or you or you, when the relationship gets rough, like this video we've been talking about, right? Guess what? I'm tired of him. I'm gonna find me a new one. I'll take this or that from the next guy. Because it wasn't about how important you was. It was about what guys give. And that's very important for you to look at when you're dealing with a woman or man. Because a lot of women look good. They look good, right? And they attract men with their looks. But what they don't realize is when you attract men with your looks, there's other women who look good too. So if looks is what made that guy fuck with you more than who you are as a person, guess what? The next woman who looks good can take that guy. But if it was who you are, there's only one you. So it's gonna take one great woman for him to even jump ship or leave or whatever. He's not gonna do that easily. He's not gonna just cheat just because a woman looks good. If he attracts you because of your looks, he's probably gonna cheat because the next woman looks good. But if he likes you because of you, see, it's deeper than sex. When a guy likes you for you, it's deeper than sex. I can't just go fuck another woman just because. But if I just got with you because you look good, well, she looks good too. I guess I'm gonna go fuck her too. You see what I'm saying? Shit like that, man. Same thing with the money thing, and men don't get that either. So this video been going way too long, so I'm just gonna get off here, y'all. But I do hope y'all have a good day, and yeah, man, just use your mind, man. Stay out your feelings first. Use your mind when you're dealing with people, because it's a dirty ass game out here, man. A lot of people are not moving right at all. A lot of people are confused too. They misunderstanding. See, it's just as bad when a person might think you're the right person and then you're not. This is why a lot of people change up on people and their feelings switch and all that. That's why it's important for you to know or try to see that the person you're dealing with understands what they want and understands why they want it and things like that. If not, then you're probably going to end up in a fucked up situation. If I was dealing with a woman who don't really know what she wants, you know what I mean, or why she should want it, more than likely, hey, there's men in their face all day, every day. See, but if I'm dealing with a woman who knows what she wants, right, and really wants to fuck with me, it's going to be hard for any man that's in her face to just take that, to move her off of me. It ain't going to happen that easy. If anything, she'll probably take a break after me before she even deals with somebody else. But this goes back to the men who deal with women who are easily persuaded by shit other than who that man is. When you are who you are, and that's what's really making her want to fuck with you, there's only one you. She can't find that anywhere. She can find money anywhere. She can find muscles anywhere. She can find all that other bullshit y'all think that y'all get women with anywhere. Same thing with y'all women, vice versa. The looks and the ass and all that. He can find that anywhere. That's why it's important for you to be you, so you can try to make people like you for you. And all the other ones, well, he didn't cash out, girl. I'm going to go to the next one. Good, because you don't like me for me. That's weeding out snakes. See what I'm saying? Don't mean that I couldn't give her the 500. She just don't deserve it because she doesn't like me for me. Versus a woman who actually does, she deserves that. That's why I say don't do those things. Same thing with the females. You don't have to. If it's the right person, you ain't got to. That's all I'm saying. You know? But shit, the right person, who knows, man? That a lot of that shit is something that has to be seen over time too. So, out of here.